Wonders of Austria. Most amazing places in Austria. Picture a country where fairy tale castles perch on hilltops, alpine peaks carve the skyline, and centuries-old cities pulse with art, music, and culture that shaped Europe's very soul. Austria might be small on the map, but its wonders are anything but. From the grandeur of imperial Vienna to secret mountain valleys, Austria invites you to step into a storybook, where every stone, every melody, every view tells a tale of history, beauty, and breathtaking adventure. Today, we're diving into Austria's most amazing places, exploring landscapes and landmarks that capture its heart and spirit. Ready to be enchanted? Vienna's Historic Center. Vienna's Historic Center is like walking through a living museum where Baroque palaces, imperial opera houses, and grand cathedrals mingle with bustling cafes and modern art galleries. This UNESCO World Heritage Site dazzles with the Hofburg Palace, the former imperial winter residence where the Habsburgs ruled centuries of European history, and the ornate St. Stephen's Cathedral standing as the city's Gothic crown jewel. But beneath the grandeur, Vienna faces the challenge of preserving these centuries-old structures amid the pressures of tourism and urban growth. Strolling its streets, sipping a melange in a cafe where Mozart once composed, or hearing the Vienna Philharmonic's echoes through the Musikverein, you feel the pulse of European civilization alive and vibrant. Hallstatt. Nestled beside a serene lake and surrounded by towering Alps, Hallstatt looks like a painting come to life. A charming village of wooden houses, narrow lanes, and shimmering water reflections that seem frozen in time. This picturesque town is not just beautiful but also steeped in ancient history, known for prehistoric salt mines that shaped European civilization and a culture that thrived for thousands of years. Yet its very beauty poses challenges. Over-tourism threatens to disrupt the peaceful rhythms and fragile ecosystem of the lake and mountains. Visiting Hallstatt means rising early to capture the mist over the lake, wandering through the salt mines, and hiking trails with sweeping vistas. Schönbrunn Palace. The former summer residence of the Habsburg dynasty, Schönbrunn Palace is an architectural masterpiece with sprawling gardens, ornate rooms, and a history echoing with imperial grandeur and intrigue. Walking through its halls, you trace footsteps of emperors and empresses, imagine lavish balls and political machinations, and admire Rococo details that seem to whisper stories of power and passion. But maintaining this enormous estate, with its vast parklands and delicate interiors, is a constant endeavor balancing public access with preservation. Don't rush through here. Linger in the gardens, climb the Gloriette for panoramic views of Vienna, and visit the palace's zoo, one of the oldest in the world. Grossglockner High Alpine Road. This scenic alpine road is a marvel of engineering winding through Austria's highest peaks, glaciers, and valleys, offering some of the most stunning mountain views in Europe. Driving or cycling this route feels like threading through a majestic cathedral of rock and snow, where every turn reveals glacier-fed lakes, alpine meadows bursting with wildflowers, and maybe even a glimpse of the elusive ibex or marmot. The road's accessibility is seasonal, limited by winter snows and summer crowds. But when open, it's a must for adventurers craving nature's grandeur with a side of adrenaline. Melk Abbey. Dominating the Danube River's banks, Melk Abbey is a Baroque masterpiece perched on a rocky outcrop, a beacon of faith, art, and knowledge since the 11th century. Its ornate library, stunning frescoes, and imposing church interiors are a testament to centuries of monastic dedication and cultural preservation. The Abbey's challenge lies in balancing its role as a functioning monastery, a tourist magnet, and a custodian of priceless manuscripts and art. Visiting here is like stepping into a time capsule of faith and enlightenment, with guided tours revealing stories of monks, patrons, and the turbulent history that shaped the region. Zell am See. Surrounded by alpine peaks and shimmering lakes, Zell am See is a jewel of Austria's Salzkammergut region, offering outdoor lovers year-round adventures from skiing and snowboarding in winter to hiking, boating, and cycling in summer. Its charming town center combines rustic Austrian hospitality with lively festivals and cozy restaurants serving hearty Tyrolean dishes. The region's challenge? Balancing booming tourism with protecting the pristine lake and mountain environment. Spending a few days here means waking to mist over Lake Zell, exploring nearby glaciers, and soaking in alpine spas. Practical advice: book accommodations early in peak seasons, bring gear for sudden weather changes, and venture beyond the town center to discover quiet hiking trails and hidden waterfalls that most tourists miss. The Eisriesenwelt Ice Caves. Beneath the towering peaks near Werfen lies the world's largest ice cave system. A chilling labyrinth of shimmering ice formations, frozen waterfalls, and frosty chambers carved over millennia. Walking through Eisriesenwelt is like entering another world where nature's artistry glows in blues and whites, and every step echoes with ancient geological history. The cave's fragile beauty faces threats from climate change and visitor impact, so access is carefully controlled, and tours require stamina for steep climbs and cool temperatures. Visitors should come prepared with warm clothing, sturdy shoes, and a sense of awe. The climb up to the cave entrance is a workout, but the reward is a surreal glimpse beneath the Earth's surface, an icy cathedral that redefines the idea of natural wonder. Salzburg Old Town. Famous as Mozart's birthplace and the setting of The Sound of Music, Salzburg's Old Town is a maze of Baroque buildings, cobbled streets, and lively squares alive with street musicians, cafes, and centuries of musical heritage. Walking here is like stepping into a living score, where every corner hums with melodies, from grand concert halls to tiny alleys echoing with history. The challenge for Salzburg is preserving its charm amid crowds drawn by its musical legacy and film fame. Exploring beyond the tourist hotspots reveals hidden courtyards, quiet gardens, and local markets full of Austrian delicacies. When visiting, don't just admire the fortress and cathedral. Take time to attend a concert, wander the riverbanks at sunset, and savor traditional Salzburg pastries in historic cafes. Wachau Valley. Stretching along the Danube River, the Wachau Valley is a UNESCO-listed landscape of terraced vineyards, medieval castles, quaint villages, and rolling hills blanketed in apricot orchards. This region is Austria's wine country, famed for crisp Gruner Veltliner wines and charming cellar doors offering tastings with panoramic views. The valley's beauty and heritage face pressures from climate shifts and tourism development, but locals remain passionate stewards of tradition and nature. Traveling here means cycling or cruising the Danube, visiting medieval ruins like Dürnstein Castle, and savoring local flavors in family-run taverns. For the best experience, visit during harvest season when the valley buzzes with festivals and the landscape glows golden under the autumn sun. If this journey through Austria's most amazing places inspired you, please like this video, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a trip to the world's most enchanting destinations. Let me know in the comments which Austrian wonder you dream of visiting first. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring with wonder.